Hey everyone, my name is Jethro and I believe that you can draw. Last week we drew Mabla, one half of the adventurous couple Lou and Mabla. Mabla being Lou's sidekick, not pet, sidekick. He is a monkey. Here he is, lovely little monkey who is incredibly jealous for Lou's attention and loves collecting treasures from unsuspecting guests at the huge parties that Lou throws. Let's draw Lou. First of all, I'm gonna hide Mabla and bring up some spots. Add a new layer, grab my favorite pencil and a red color, and then choose a spot. Don't forget that you can download these spots and print them out or put them on your iPad if you want to draw along on an iPad. You do not have to have an iPad to draw along with me. You don't have to have Procreate or Photoshop or any particular pen. Whatever works for you, whatever you prefer to draw with. That is the exact right tool to be using. I happen to really like using an iPad. And if you want to draw along with me, perhaps you'll learn a thing or two about how to use Procreate. Or if you happen to know of something that you think, Jethro would, if he knew this, it would really help him out. I'd love to know. I'm always up for learning. I love learning new things. Let's get drawing. When I draw a new character, I always start with the eyes. Let's draw Lou, and she can be looking this way. A little nose, a smiley mouth, and an ear. She's gonna have her hair tucked that way, and it will come straight down. Part of it will be tucked behind her ear. There we go. Lou is, perhaps she's in the middle of throwing one of her famous large parties. She's so she needs to be a little bit fancy. Has some kind of necklace of pearls, for her family was wealthy growing up, but she loves to host, and she's a fantastic host. Lots of quite influential people come to her parties, which is partly why she throws them. Lou is wise, and people don't appreciate that. While Mabla is stealing from her guests, she is gathering all kinds of interesting information about what's going on in Ophir. I'm actually going to make her legs a bit longer, but rather than redraw them, I'm going to go to the magic wand, click liquefy, make sure the brush is of a decent size, and actually just pull them down like so. And I might edge that leg in like so. Lou is an adventurer, but people wouldn't know it from, they make certain assumptions about her. Let's have her, she's engaged in conversation. Or is she perhaps discussing an ancient treasure with, maybe she has this little model ship and is discussing it with someone rather knowledgeable. I can't think of the term, but she's discussing it with someone who knows about ships at her party, talking about ways of travelling around and seeing the world, but people assume that she's talking to them so that not realising that she is actually the one wanting to go on the adventures. oops, make that bigger. One of the reasons Lou is so keen to go on an adventure is that's what she used to do when she was little, and that's actually how she met Mabla, her sidekick, her sidekick monkey. Her and her parents were in the East Woodlands. Actually, they were just turning into the East. It was the old forest, and it was just after a great flood, which was so destructive that the woodlands were right on the verge of becoming the marshlands. Mabla, the little monkey, was on his own as a baby and was at risk of being swept away. But Lou came to the rescue as a child, and her parents, well, they didn't get much choice. They let Lou adopt Mabla, and they've been best friends ever since. One day, Lou and Mabla will go on a great sea adventure of their own. They will end up shipwrecked, but as an incredible pair, they will make it through, perhaps being rescued by pirates, and ultimately making some fantastic friends along the way. I think Lou is finished. Let's first erase some of these lines that are getting in the way of her necklace. Then merge these two layers down, hide the drawing, and underneath we'll make a new layer so that we can paint in lots of the details with this nice waxy crayon. Pull this colour palette off and start with the boat, for it is a lovely little boat. Perhaps it is, as it is a model, but it's made of bronze or copper or something. I was going to make it wood, but let's make it quite reflective. Lovely. Mabla herself mixes with lots of important officials at the parties. The parties themselves are opportunities for people to gossip, learn more about Ophir, about what the leaders and people of influence are doing, and for Lou this is an opportunity for her to impart some of her own wisdom and influence. She is incredibly wise, wise and knowledgeable about the world. She cares a lot about her world and nature and everything around it, and does her best to help others also realise that the world is made of people and animals who need to be cared for. Okay, perhaps there is some kind of just pattern that runs along the bottom. Ooh, maybe make it brighter and smaller. Maybe just a couple of thin stripes. I've drawn right across the necklace, and then a golden buckle. And let's do her hair. I don't always do this. But I think it'd be fun too this time. The hair is quite fun to draw, partly because I leave half of it. I don't define the top of this bit with the ink lines, so it's just about finding what looks right, what feels right. whole lot of extra detail. I really like doing this. I enjoy this a lot. I should do this more. Let's add some thin highlights. And leave a gap for her ear. That is perfect. The last step is to add her name. For that I'll need my writing pen and a new layer. Make this nice and big. Lou. Adventurer. Lou is friendly, kind, and protective of Mabler. Let's group all of these layers together. And finally, we can bring Lou and Mabler together. Oops. Maybe they're discussing something actually. Maybe Lou isn't talking to someone at the party, but is in fact talking to Mabler, who's also trying to show off his shiny new coin that someone did not realise had been stolen. Let's give him his own little podium. That is Lou and Mabler. Lou, the adventurous one, and her best sidekick, Mabler, the mischievous monkey. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun and got to draw along too. I'd love to see anything that you've drawn, so please do send it over to me on Instagram @JethroWilson or email hello@JethroWilson.com. You can download the templates for all of these spots. The link is in the description below. Thank you for drawing. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget that I believe that you can draw.